All right, guys, this is the next one. This is for, it says chapter 8 at the very top, and it has the parabolas. So problem number 1, we have y equals x squared minus 4x minus 5. You have your this. So my a value is 1, my b value is -4, my c value is -5. So I need to figure out the axis of symmetry. The axis of symmetry is, remember, x equals -b over 2a. Which is -4 over 2 times 1. So that's going to give me 4 over 2, so x equals 2. And 1, 2. Okay, that means that our vertex is going to be at 2 comma something. So I'm going to take that 2, plug it in, so that becomes 4 minus 8 minus 5. So that's going to be 2 comma 9, which is going to be way up here. All right, did I do that right? Let's see. Oh, that should have been a -9. Sorry about that. -9's down here. So it's 2 -9. I made a mistake. And then our pattern graph is going to be a times 1, 3, 5. So I'm going to go right 1, up 1. So that takes me to 3 comma -8. And left 1, up 1, which is going to take me to 1, -8. And then from there, I'm going to go right 1 and up 3, 1, 2, 3, which is going to take me to 4, 5, -5. And then this way, this is going to take me to 0, -5, which is the y-intercept. If I pattern graph one more time, go right 1 up 5, left 1 up 5. So that's going to take me to -1 comma 0, and that's going to take me to 5 comma 0. These are our roots, or our x-intercepts. And then this is what the parabola looks like. Problem number 2, we have y equals 3x squared plus 6x minus 3. My a value is 3, my b value is 6. My c value is -3, so x equals -b over 2a, which is -6 over 2 times 3, which is just -1. So that's going to be like right here. I'll plug that in for my vertex, so -1 comma something. So if I plug -1 into x squared, that becomes 1, positive 1. Positive 1 times 3 is 3. 6 times -1 is -6. Minus 3, do the math. 3 minus 6 is -3, minus another, that's -6, so -1, -6. So that's -1 comma -6. Our pattern graph is going to be not 1, 3, 5. Oh, shoot, it already. It's going to be, let me redo this because it goofed up on me. Hope you guys are doing well today. Let's try this one more time. Hopefully it doesn't goof up on me again. If it does, I'll have to restart it. All right, so problem number 2. We have y equals 3x squared plus 6x minus 3. The a value is 3, the b value is 6, the c value is -3. So the axis of symmetry is going to be x equals -b over 2a, which is -6 over 2 times 3. And again, that's going to be down to -1. So if I did it this way, and if I take -1 to get the vertex, and I plug it in, -1 squared is 1, 3 times 1 is 3, 6 times -1 is -6, minus 3, so that's -6 for an answer. All right, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, so here's this point of -1 comma -6. And let's see, our pattern graph is going to be 1, 3, 5 times 3 because we have a 3 in the A spot, so that's going to be 3, 9, 15. So I'm going to go right 1 up 3, left 1 up 3. So that's going to take me to it already goofed up. So on that problem number 2 that got goofed up, your y-intercept is going to be at 0, -3, and we also had the vertex, so just pattern graph of that. Let's just go to number 3 if you need that to go over, talk to your teacher about that. So I equals x squared minus 4. So our a value is 1. Our b value is missing, so it's 0. Our c value is -4. So if I do x equals -b over 2a to get the axis of symmetry, it's going to be x equals -0 over 2 times 1, which is just 0. So the axis of symmetry comes straight down here. To get the vertex, I'm going to have 0 comma something. If I plug 0 in for x, I get 0 squared minus 4, so 0 -4, so that's down here. That is also our y-intercept. That is our vertex as well. Okay? And then we're going to pattern graph. So this is just going to pattern graph as 1, 3, 5 because I have a 1 out in front here. So I'm going to go right 1, up 1. So that's going to take me to 1, comma, -3. Left 1, up 1. That's going to take me to -1, -3. Right 1, up 3. Takes me here and here. So that's going to take me to 2, comma, 0 and to -2, comma, 0. So here's our parabola. And it wants our roots. Our roots are the same thing. So this is a root. It's also the x-intercept. So root, x-intercept means the same thing. Number 4, we have y equals x minus 1 quantity squared plus 2. So this is already in vertex form. Our vertex is 1, comma 2. Remember, it's opposite. If it's grouped, it's not grouped, same sign. So 1, comma 2 is right here. Our pattern graph, because there's a 1 out front, it's going to be 1, 3, 5. So if I go right, so that's the point 1, comma 2. If I go right 1, up 1, it takes me to 2, comma 3. Left 1, up 1, 0, comma 3. That's our y-intercept. So we have enough information here to graph it. This has, as far as our x-intercepts, which we're calling roots, there are no real solutions. That's the answer, because it does not cross the x-axis. All right, flip it over to the back page. Number 5, we have y equals 2, x plus 1, x minus 3. So this is in factored form. So this is going to give me an answer of 3. This is going to give me an answer of -1. So those are our roots. So our roots, or our x-intercepts, are at -1, comma 0 and at 3, comma 0. And we need to look for our vertex. So our vertex is halfway, so if I come in 1, come in 1, come in 1 more, come in 1 more, our vertex and our axis of symmetry are at 1. So if we plug 1 in, we get 2 times 1 plus 1 is 2. 1 minus 3 is -2. Multiply it out, that comes to -8, which is down here. And our pattern graph is going to be at 2, 6, 10, because I multiply 1, 3, 5 times that. So if I go right 1, up 1, I get to 0, -7. Vertex is at 1, -8. If I go right 1, up 1, I get to 2, comma, -7. This is my y-intercept because 0 is in the x spot. And that's what the parabola looks like. Problem number 6. Looks like it's already in vertex form for us, which is the nice one to graph because it gives us the vertex right away. All right, so our axis of symmetry is the opposite of that. So it's x equals 1. There's our axis of symmetry. Our vertex is going to be at 1. Remember, it's opposite and same outside, so 1, -4. Our pattern graph is going to go at 2, 6, 10. The reason that is, it'll go 2 times 1, 3, 5, so I'm going to go right 1, up 2. So that's going to take me to 2, comma, -2. Left 1, up 2, and that takes me to 0, -2. That's our y-intercept because we have a 0 in there. And then if I did right 1 and up 6. Left 1 up 6. We're up there. So we can see that it crosses the x-axis, that the x-axis or the roots that might be listed are going to be irrational because we can't see exactly where it crosses. Number 7, it's in factored form, so that's going to give us our roots or our x-intercepts. So this is going to give me 2, 0, opposite. This is going to give me negative 2, 0, so opposite. So 2, 0 is here, negative 2, 0 is here. And then if we want to figure out our vertex is right in the middle, so the vertex is going to be at 0, something. If you plug 0 in here, you get 0 minus, you get negative 2 times 2. So that's going to give me positive 4, which is right there. Our axis of symmetry is x equals 0 because it's right on the y-axis. So there's enough here. So the vertex, because it's here, this is also our y-intercept. And that's all we have. And our roots, these are our roots or our x-intercepts because that's where it crosses the x-axis. We see it exactly. Number 8, last one for the day. Y equals x minus 1, quantity squared minus 1. All right, so my vertex is going to be 1, negative 1. So if we graph this, 1, negative 1 is right here. Our pattern graph is going to go as 1, 3, 5. So if I go right 1, up 1, left 1, up 1, I get 0, 0, and 2, 0. That's the x-intercepts, or the roots. So 0, 0, and 2, 0. And we also know 0, 0, that's also our y-intercept because that's where it crosses the y-axis.